Hi, hello. We are live right now. Hello, welcome. How is everyone? How's everyone doing? Just gonna turn down that music. Oh, it looks like John unfortunately is having some technical difficulties. Hello to everyone. Hello to Bard621. Hello to Turner. Hello. Oh, am I a little sus? Nice. Great.
It's always true.
Oh, yeah.
So, welcome to this, which is our first episode of our sci-fi season in the game system called The Veil. This is a powered by the Apocalypse system, published by Sam Joko Publishing. Not sure if I'm actually saying that right, but we're kind of excited to get started. As John is going to keep trying to, do his technical things. Okay, 130 bits for me not to hurt guilty until scene 2. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Okay. I guess that means I need to change the entire wait. There we go. Hey John, what's up? Can you hear us?
I can now.
Great.
The Zoom just randomly stopped giving me any audio. And I tried turning it off and back on again, and that did not work.
Weird. Can you move a little bit to your left? Great. Perfect. Amazing. So yeah, with that, hopefully nothing else goes wrong. Oh, semi-precious stone is giving 100 bits to her guilty extra. Wow, thank you.
There it is. Yes, fight over us more.
Stop it. Don't fight over us. Oh my goodness.
No, don't.
Y'all are all real cute. I'm just over here like, what is cute gonna do? Oh my god, stop bullying guilty. Wow.
No, don't be concerned.
Worry about us. So I think with that, we should start off by talking about the cities that we built. We built 2 separate cities on the planet of Cantor, and this is a faraway star system from the Sol star system, which is where the Earth is, and our city is basically split in 2: one in the virtual world and one in the real world. The real world, whatever that means. So here we are. The camera starts off in space. We see the golden curve of the planet as it pans down below the atmosphere. We see the thick ice sheets of the frozen pole, the North Pole of the planet, and the glistening black sands of the Southern Pole, which is the molten pole. And finally, we come to the thin band of green, where our civilization, where our settlers have made their home. This is Bladefall. We see the huge building that looks like burnished gold and is in the shape of a huge blade just sticking out of the sand. And at its foot, we see our 5 heroes. 4 of them are gathered around Dorian, who is worried about her supplier. Dorian, can you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
My
Oh, are you? Shit. Oh, wait.
That's the first episode without technical difficulties.
You know, they say that the second season and the sequels never.
Whatever, man. This is gonna be The Empire Strikes Back.
I was gonna say this is gonna be Shrek 2, but
Oh, man.
Wait, if Cat can't do this, we can
yeah.
say whatever we want.
Wait. God, you would think that I would know how to do this shit by now.
Hey,
Hey.
we took a week off. That means you're allowed to forget everything.
Also, yeah.
Thank you so much. So gracious. Thank you. Also, we were trying to figure out like virtual backgrounds, so that took a lot of brain space.
So
Hooray.
close.
3 guesses to who can't do it.
We'll have it next week.
Definitely. Welcome to Cat of Diamonds and your rating party of 5. Welcome, welcome. Nice.
Hello.
Like how I was on string for all of 5 minutes before I fucked up my makeup.
You'll get
Ken-
used to it, King. Don't worry about it.
Can
Mine looks really good, but it's
nice.
Oh,
Thank you.
Semi-Precious Stone says we're better.
Nice.
Oh,
nice.
good. Perfect.
Paladin says we're getting there.
Better?
It's okay. My makeup is a joke this time, so.
You look so glowy. Gold.
Thanks. So the blush I smear across my nose.
Aw.
That's how you know she's an e-girl.
It is my one e-girl weakness. I love blush on my nose.
And
Cute.
K-pop.
Dorian, can you please tell us about yourself?
Sure. So, Dorian Maris is my name. Dorian is a designer of luxury goods, generally jewelry and other like accessory items, but also does clothing collabs and just, you know, fashion, sweetie. She is from the digital realm, from the Veil, grew up there, but is a huge fan of real Cantor. And she has many very high-class customers for her wares. The only thing that they don't know is that in spite of being a collector of fine natural specimens, which are the, you know, top of the line, desirable materials in the Veil specifically, but throughout this world, everything that she sells or gives away is actually a fake. So Dorian's true art is in well, I mean, she's a good designer, but her true art is in counterfeiting natural materials. She believes that if you can't tell the difference, you don't deserve the real thing.
But you should pay the price, right?
Exactly.
Nice.
So,
And you're worried because your wood supplier or your raw wood supplier hasn't really gotten back to you with the latest shipment that you ordered.
right.
How do you feel about that?
Annoyed. I mean, not terribly worried, but because like towing the lines of black market with a lot of my stuff, there's always a little bit of reason for alarm when something goes wrong with the supply chain.
True.
But mostly determined. And I've dragged my buddy Darius here with me to, yeah, exactly, be like a show of, if not force, seriousness.
For sure. So, Darius, can you please tell us about yourself? Perfect timing.
I just the smart lights just turned off
for some schedule, and I just unplugged it and plugged it back in, as you do with technology.
Smart.
Hi, I am Darius Callan. I am an architect. I work on building really fancy homes for people. Really, if you just want something mind-bending and new, something that hasn't existed before, stop by my shop and check out my collections. You know, I'll build you something that fits your brand of weird, and maybe even augment your brand of weird.
So who did you bring on this? Who did you contact to help your friend Dorian over here?
So when we build new installments in the Vale, we sometimes have contacts worldside who have a supply network. As you can imagine, resources are fairly scarce, so the number of people who can provide wood is a little small. So I reached out to one of the manufacturers that we use to see if they know about this or heard any rumblings.
I see.
And they said we have to meet them worldside.
And then maybe that's where you ran into Martha?
Yes, I think there was this woman that we saw walking around. We didn't really know who she was or why she was there, but she said her name was Martha.
So Alex, please tell us about your character, Martha.
Well, you see there, Sonny, I play Martha Tomba. I live in the sewers underground in my own little hidey hole. Don't tell anybody. We don't want nobody who's a little seedy to be finding out where I'm from. But I just tend to, live on the streets, hustle a few people, have a few cons. And, well, Miss Dorian here's got some work that seems to interest me, and I figured I might as well tag along.
This is, by the way, the first time any of us has heard this voice. I'm so fucking here for it. I'm so stoked.
Juiced. Damn it!
I'm so excited.
First episode, Alex blows us out the water.
First, no technical difficulty. Second, the voice. So what's next?
I know, right? He's so good.
Nice. So Adana, tell me how you kind of fell into this little group.
Well, I just am trying to sort of help out. Dorian, I probably does like a lot of work and artistic stuff for the temples and the shrines and everything. So, and she needs the help, and I thought I could help, and yeah. So I'm here, trying to be a good person. I really don't know if this is the right scene for me, but they say that you walk the path without knowing where you're going, so you have to have faith in that.
I like that.
I've got them ready to go. But yeah, I'm going to be playing Adana Cuvette, and she is, she's a woman of the faith. Yes. And
Nice.
always willing to help out.
There you go. And sorry, what was your playbook again?
Oh, right. I forgot we were talking about playbooks. I play the attached. Attached to what? We'll find out.
Oh,
But-
a mystery.
I didn't mention mine either. I played
Yeah,
the
what was it?
onomastic.
Nice. Which
Wait,
is
does anybody say theirs yet? Wait a minute. Am I put on spot? Am I getting shit?
No, I think that Darius said that he was an architect.
Okay.
Okay, but that's like also his job.
It helps that my career and playbook are the same. Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so anyway, outside of John's Vin maxing and metagaming,
Per usual. Dorian, did we talk
I
about
haven't asked
your
for anything
playbook?
reasonable yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you sure? Because
we'll get there.
if you're a patron, then you know.
You know
Just
everything.
Talk of how many. Yep, exactly. My playbook is the aesthetic.
Le artiste.
Oui.
And finally, last but not least, Tim with his character Cyrus.
I guess I'm Tim. I'm playing Cyrus Zacho. He is the precipient. He did a little bit of work for a couple of different fellows working for big corporations, and he's not much of a fan of religion, but he's here with Adana trying to figure out how to handle this sort of situation.
Wow, I like this. This is a new voice.
Sometimes you walk the path with people you would never expect, and that's what makes the journey interesting.
True.
Absolutely.
Dorian, you're surrounded by these new people. How do you feel about that? All these new faces, especially in your line of work.
It's a little frightening to have so many people in my business, but of all the things I do, sourcing materials is the most above the board. So generally peaceful.
Nice. So I imagine your first move, which would be to try to find your supplier. Now you know that they're part of the Harvesters Collective, which is basically a bunch of landscapers and agriculturalists who live planetside on Cantor. Their headquarters are in the concrete buildings that surround the Bladefall, which is the main administrative building planetside. So as you kind of walk towards their headquarters, you go through these very well-tended fields that are both aesthetically pleasing and there to kind of provide food for everyone. You see that many people are out just like enjoying the weather. They're playing with the Odinata, who are flying overhead. And you finally come to a concrete building, which if you look on the side, it from far away, I think the camera, we would kind of recognize it as some sort of like spray paint. But as we get closer, we see that the paint is actually different colored lichen that has been grown on the wall in very like precise manners and like precise lines, so as to make like a very like neat picture itself. And that picture is of the Harvesters Collective logo, which is basically like a sheaf of wheat with HC written kind of along its base, tying it together.
How does it feel?
It feels
Run
pretty
my
peaceful.
fingers across it.
Oh, it feels soft. The lichen that they've genetically modified here isn't sticky or wet or anything like that. It kind of feels like very short grass. Yeah. And
Hey, come here. You have to touch this.
What is it?
Just lightly pet it. Lightly.
Well, I don't know what the big deal is. I made something like this just the other day for the Simmons.
Close your eyes and pet it. Can you tell the difference? This is the real stuff.
Adana leans over to Cyrus and just, is she always like that? Like, do you know?
Fuck
She
if I know.
okay?
I don't know what the fuck she's on right now.
See what the big deal is. It can't make a good sandwich or anything.
Well, no, but I mean, there's still like nutritional value. We grow a bunch of lichen over at the monastery. It's quite good,
This
but it's
lichen
also just lichen.
is art.
And as you say that, I think a melee-looking woman steps out of this concrete building and says, if you're done petting the art, I'd like to know why all of you are here. Do you
Hello.
have business with the collective?
Yes,
Oh, hello.
Dorian Maris.
Hello.
Have an order.
Order for what exactly?
Lichenous zebra wood. You were taking too long to ship, so I came in person. I hope you don't mind. I brought my friend.
Yes, of course. No. I'm sorry. You're looking for Precious. She is the orchard tender here. If you want to go over there, and she kind of like points towards a thick stand of trees.
You won't bring her to us?
No, I have other work to do. No one's gonna breed these plants by themselves or shoo away the Odnata. So
I didn't realize it was so common planet side to disregard your clientele.
Let's go, you stuffy heads. Let's go.
Yeah, Donna like shuffles up to this person, just like, I am so sorry. They're from the Vale.
Oh. Ooh. Okay.
We
well,
all walk our own paths.
True.
Yeah.
True. Thank you. Are you part of the temple?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I got that vibe from you. Yeah. And she's like, and this melee woman is like, all right, well, I guess if you want to follow me, I'll just lead you over there.
If you're doing your own work, we'll find our way over. Don't worry.
Thank you so much. We'd love to be escorted.
She just shrugs at Adana and is like, it's the Vale.
It's the Vale.
And as you cross these white gravel paths, you finally find yourself in the shady outcropping of these trees. Now, our planet, we've said before, is tidally locked to our star, which means that one side is always facing away. And so in this moment, as in all moments, the entire scene before us is bathed in this golden sunset light. So as you step underneath the trees, you can kind of see the golden light flickering on the leaves above. And also hovering above you is Precious. Dorian, this is your supplier. She's like clipping some of the branches, and she doesn't seem to notice you.
Excuse me?
Hey, miss, we got some business down here. If you done clipping the branches, we got to talk.
Dorian. Well, hi. How's everything? How are you?
Lovely. It is wonderful being here. I wish I wasn't here because you couldn't take the time to send me my sample.
What? So you came with a posse? Is that?
I've been waiting for some weeks.
Well, they'll get to you.
This is quite important to me and my customers.
But it's
I figured I'd save you the trouble and come here.
Yeah,
These people
thanks.
they needed to experience this.
Thanks, Dorian. Yeah, that sounds great. I think I think
So
she
you
says,
won't get it for me now?
"Oh, well, the thing is, I don't have your samples with me."
So you sold a thing you don't have?
Well, I will have them. I will grow them. It'll just be another week, I promise.
That's understandable. Things take time.
Thank you.
Is it?
Thank you so much.
Don't worry, that's why she brought me. I'm the muscle. Get it? It's a joke. I'm up here.
And Pressure just goes, aha, aha.
I'm sorry. I was under the impression that you have a old growth tree that I was receiving a portion of. How are you going to grow that in a week, if not through Veil technology?
Did I say old growth? I can't have said old growth. What? That doesn't sound like me.
I told you, you just need to get your supplies from somewhere else.
Can I make a move, Keith?
Sure, what are you doing?
I would like to do axiomatic. It's a precipient move. Whenever you analyze, you can ask the MC what is it only you can perceive about the situation or place for free. So I'd like to
Nice.
roll
To analyze.
analyze. Yeah,
How are you feeling in this moment?
I think I'm going two options. I think one is peaceful because we're being pretty reasonable with this person.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what else would be the other option. I'm not mad. I'm not sad. I'm not joyful. I'm not scared. I'm not feeling powerful. Maybe powerful because we're rolling deep.
True. Peaceful or powerful both sound right.
Alright, I'm gonna roll peaceful.
Nice.
+2.
Nice.
Difficulty normal.
Normal.
Submit. Attribute peaceful. Submit. No, just roll dice, dude.
What'd you get?
Ooh, box cars to start. My luck has changed.
No, stop it. Stop it right now. You take that back, sir. Fuck up all these rolls. Don't get your dirty, dirty lies on my rolls.
What happened to Adana? What happened?
This is Pierre Liv. This is Pierre Liv with Sophie kicking through the door.
Thought you'd seen the last of me.
All right,
Damn,
you get to,
that bodes well.
yeah, you get to ask 3 questions. Just to list them, your questions are: where's my best way in, out, or way past? How is blank vulnerable to me? Which enemy is the biggest threat? What if anything appears to be out of place? What is my enemy's true position? Is this going to get worse before it gets better?
I want to ask, what is my enemy's true position? What is out of place, and how is this person most vulnerable to me?
Which would you like to ask first?
In that order, I think.
Can you say the first one again?
Yeah. Actually, I want to know what's out of place first.
So you've been watching this. You've been watching Precious clipping these branches, and you've seen her kind of put them on one part of the floating platform that she's on right now. And just give it a little flavor. This platform looks like it's composed of like a bunch of hexagons, and all of them have like a green tinge to them because that is those are like solar cells on this platform. And as you watch, like as one hex is filled up, it kind of like dislodges itself from the entire platform and like moves away to dispose of the plant matter, and then like another hexagonal drone comes and takes its place on the platform, basically making sure it's like the same size at all times. What you're starting to see, Cyrus, is that at the edges of this platform, those little hexagons are starting to like dislodge from like the main part, and they're starting to drift away. You're not sure. Well, you got like over 12. You have some inkling that Precious is going to use these somehow against you.
Oh, like she's weaponizing her drones.
Kind of.
I don't care for that.
Oh, by the way, congratulations to Tombstone 7682 for your 16th month subscription.
Nice tombstone. Alright. Well, that's disconcerting, for sure. My second is how is this person vulnerable to me?
You see that she is dislodging all but 2 of the drones. So you imagine if you could maybe knock her, you could probably knock her off once she shoots all those drones at you.
Okay. My last question is, you've already answered, is this going to get worse before it gets better? So
Oh,
the answer is
absolutely.
yeah. So I'm just gonna. Ooh, can I actually ask what is the enemy's true position?
The enemy's true position. I think you get this in conversation, actually. Precious is kind of mumbling all these excuses to Dorian, but I think she lets slip, I don't have them. I sold them to someone else, someone with more prestige.
All right, and in addition, my playbook gives me one move, which is, whenever you analyze what is it only I can perceive about this situation or place is free.
How well do you know Dorian, Cyrus?
Not well.
Okay. Then I think that based on some of the things that Dorian is wearing, maybe her dress, her makeup, you can tell that she's pretty high up prestige-wise. To have someone like outclass her is it seems a little strange. It seems a little disconcerting, actually.
Like that, like in the way that like this person might not know who she actually is, or that there's something else afoot.
In that there aren't many above Dorian in Cantor.
Gotcha. I think I just like shut out like put them drones down. We came here for peaceful things. No need for violence.
Well, you're the one who came in five posse deep. What are you gonna do?
This is a important lady. She does what she wants.
She's looking at Dorian.
I told you, they had to experience this. It is truly unique.
So you're gonna wait the few weeks?
I don't think so.
I think at that she zooms off on her 2 drones, leaving the other 50 with you guys. Everyone roll. I believe it is risk. Tell me what you're doing as these drones, which are each like about the size of 2 of my hands, basically, come at you. It looks like they are projecting some sort of hard light surface in front of them.
How do we roll this on roll 20?
Is there a button?
You select your state, like your emotional state.
Yeah, how are you guys?
Like you pick an emotional state to
Yeah.
lean into, right?
Yeah, you click roll dice, and then it has you like do a whole bunch of drop downs after that.
Yeah. Well, Adana has +1 to scared. She's a pretty nervous person in general. So I think like how there's some animals like squirrels are always ready to run. She's always ready to run. So the second it looks bad, she's just like rushes off, like gathers up her robe and just runs, or like her dress, her skirt. So I guess I'll roll scared.
Sure.
How do I do this? It's a normal difficulty.
It
Yeah.
is.
Attribute scared. And no other modifiers, right?
Nope.
Okay, that's an 8 for me.
Nice.
So there's a
Let's-
complication.
Let's go around the table then. Everyone roll your risk. Tell me how you're feeling first before you do this.
Dorian is also scared, but she regularly puts herself in positions where fear is part of the gig. So she's also got a +1 modifier on scared, and she is going to try and hide behind a tree.
Nice.
Normal difficulty.
Yes.
Okay. 7.
Nice. Darius, Martha, and Cyrus.
Martha's also Martha's also feeling pretty scared, but that's just because she's a born coward. And so I think the smartest move for her would be to hide behind Dorian, behind the tree. That checks out.
What did you get?
I got a 7, same as Dorian.
Wow, so good.
Darius?
I think Darius is really upset. Like, you don't renege on a deal you made. Like, if you said you're going to do something, you make it happen. Late is bad. Yeah, just real mad.
Karen's in space. 2 electric boogaloo.
I can't believe we have 2 Karens in our party.
I'm so sure this is just going to become that.
Oh, what did you get, Karen? I'm sorry, Darius.
Oh no.
I think this is probably like he's distracted by how angry he is and just gets like full on smacked in the face.
Nice. Cyrus, what's yours?
I think mine actually might be powerful. I feel like I just like shook this lady off really fast off of like one or two lines, and she dipped, like she panicked and left.
Mm-hmm,
So I feel like he feels like he's in control. So he's gonna try and eliminate. Like we haven't talked about gear or anything like that too much, but I feel like he's gonna use whatever gear he has on him to try and just like end the drones.
Well, what do you have on you?
I don't know.
Talk about something. Do you have like a melee weapon? Do you have a laser?
I feel like he has something that's like weirdly utilitarian, but also because we talked about this being kind of like a little bit of a like it's half woodsy, half metropolitan, right? So it wouldn't be weird to have like a hatchet or something like that on you, like a tool that is used for being outdoors, but also like is kind of intimidating. Does that make any sense?
I kind of love that, especially like the carbon fiber hatchets that are just like all black or something.
Ooh, I'll look that up after this, but yes.
Nice.
So I think he's going to try and smash at least one of them.
Okay. You're feeling powerful, right?
Powerful, yep, that's correct. So this is a +1. Nothing assisting.
Nope.
We got a 10.
Nice. Yeah, you shear it in half completely. I think that Darius does get he takes one of the drones in the stomach, and you take let's say 1 damage from that. And Adana, unfortunately, as she's running away, is pinned. One of these drones actually takes out these hard light shears. They look like gardening shears, and they're huge. They're about like the size of my arm. But because they're going so fast, though, they don't actually cut you, Adana. They just like trap you, like in the middle. Like your arm is here, basically. And it's not really like it won't be dislodged very easily. Dorian and Martha, however, I think that as you're hiding behind the tree, both of you are pretty skilled at dodging these things, but I think what you fail to notice is the Odnata racers who have started to come out this time of the day. And I think that as you're like hopping to avoid one of them, both of you actually are caught up in two separate Odnata tales and are brought up into the sky.
This is amazing!
This is a dream.
As a little recap, Odnatas in this world basically look like fireflies if they had peacock feathers.
Dragon, but yeah.
Yeah, dragonflies, right?
Yeah.
They're just big old dragonflies. They put the dragon in dragonflies.
Yep. What did you guys want to do? Yeah, I
Just
think
recap,
yeah.
Yeah.
Martha and Adana are in the sky.
Dorian.
Martha and Dorian have been like picked up by these two separate Odnatas. Adana is trapped underneath a set of gardening shears. Darius is winded.
I know what I want to do.
Yeah,
I
go
want
for it.
to use this newfound view. Martha's she's gonna take it in for a second, but then she's going to remember what she's there for and try to look around for Precious, who flew away.
Oh,
So we're up in the air.
then I think you are doing a survey as well.
A survey. Okay. And I think that, like, honestly, writing an Odonata is one of Martha's like big goals in the world. She's not exactly writing one. She's certainly having a time of her life, so I'm going to invoke joyful.
Nice. Oh, sorry. It's actually analyze. You're doing an analyze. Yeah. I'm just imagining like this older woman being like, "Whoopee! Hooray!"
Exactly, yeah.
Mary
Loving
Poppins
it.
super
Yeah.
hard.
So hard. I just realized I had a move I was supposed to do at the beginning of the thing. Oh well.
We can do it after Martha.
Okay, analyze. I got an 8.
Nice. You can ask 2 questions.
Cool. I need to find the questions.
Where's my best way out? In, way past? How is blank vulnerable to me? Which enemy is the biggest threat? What if anything appears out of place? What is my enemy's true position? What is going to get? Is it going to get worse before it gets better?
What is my enemy's true position?
You can kind of tell that Precious is heading towards the Bladefall building, but beyond that is the gate into the Vale. So you assume that she is trying to escape into the Vale.
How is Precious vulnerable to me?
In front
The
of
answer, she's not.
No. In front of the Vale at this time of day, you can see like a crowd forming. You realize that it's rush hour. A lot of the people who do things in the Vale are starting to like come out into the real Cantor and vice versa. So you assume that she might run into some like a traffic jam over there. So if you can, if you can get to her in that time, you could probably catch her on this side of the gate.
I'm gonna try to shout, Miss Dorian, she's headed to the gate. Look over there. This is wonderful, but I mean, we have that.
I'm just waiting for Martha to just like call for my precious or my pretty. Sorry.
Yeah. With that, Dorian is also thrilled to be writing an Odonata. Is one of her favorite things in the world. Would I have to use sway on the beast to get it to
Ooh, that's a good question. I think it,
fly direction I want it to?
are you trying to get up onto the Odnata to maybe steer it?
Yes.
Then I think that you are doing a risk. This is a risky thing. Because there's already someone who's riding this Odonata. So to like get up there and then push them out to take control.
Wait, there's someone on top of this?
Yeah.
How did Martha get on hers?
It's I'm not. I'm just holding on.
Yeah, she's holding on.
Y'all
to
are
the-
wrapped up in the tails.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're like jet skiing on this Ononata, or like water skiing or whatever.
Martha's a coward, but like she's joyful above that. So it's like even though this is a very dangerous situation, it's more fun than dangerous.
Okay. Do I have to push them off, or can I convince them to go where I want them to?
Oh yeah, you could yell up at them to do this. What are you saying to them?
Excuse me. We must follow them. Over there.
What?
You have to go that way right now.
Why?
Because that's what I need to do.
Who even are you?
Excuse me. I am Dorian Maris, artiste.
Oh. Wait, the Dorian Maris?
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
All
How
right.
was your path?
Roll your sway.
Oh. Normal?
Yes. What'd you get? You got a 6.
I got a 6.
Let's see.
I use a luck.
He says
The trauma, because I was just a bit like, no!
It's too soon.
Can you imagine? He says, "Oh man, I really love your work, but I mean, we're kind of practicing right now. Here, why don't I just like set you down?" And then like he like goes towards landward to bring you back down. Unfortunately, the way that he's gone, following like the other Odonata, you're a bit further from the gate than you were a few minutes ago. He's like, sorry, I just don't have the time right now. Bye.
What's around me?
It's a bunch of plants. You're back in the gardens, in the fields.
Damn it.
Okay.
She's
yeah.
back in the garden in the fields.
Yeah.
Is she near Adana? Does Adana see her at all?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then I think like Adana's just like laying on the ground pinned. It's not, they're just like, no, it's like the drone is actually pinning her down, right? It's not just like something holding her. Okay. Yeah. So I think she's just like struggling and looks over and sees Dorian and she's like, Miss Dorian, Miss Maris, can you help me? Please.
You can just call me Dorian or Maris.
So you're gonna help me?
Oh. Is there another pair of those?
Yeah, keep doing it. Keep doing
Sure.
it. You'll find
yeah.
the word.
Yeah.
That,
Cheers.
yeah, sure.
There's cheers. By the way, congratulations to Scala Grima and your 15-month subscription.
Hello.
It's awesome.
That's awesome.
Love it.
Okay. Then I would like to please do some harm with those. What do you call that again?
So it would be neutralize.
Neutralize. I would like to
Yes.
neutralize the drone.
Nice.
And at this point, I'm frustrated.
So angry. Nice.
Earrings.
9.
Trying to see, what do you get with a 9?
You generate 2 hold and take harm from in the doing. spend your
Right.
hold 1 for 1. So I guess that means you get to choose 2.
Yes, you can inflict harm, take away an advantage, suffer little harm, force a change in location, or impress, dismay, and/or frighten your opponent.
Well, I do want to change in location. And I would also like to inflict harm.
Okay. So I think that you're able to basically destroy this hard light shear that is being projected by this other drone, and in doing so, you notice that it's still able to hover. And I think that an idea comes to mind as you kind of just like hop up onto both of the drones, one under each of your feet, and you start launch. I imagine your change of location is you want to be closer to Precious, right?
Oh, a change in my location.
Yeah.
I thought it was a change in its location. Yes, let's do that.
I see where this is going. This is good.
Can I help by?
No. This is the consequence of this neutralize. So as you hop up onto these drones and kind of like head to that direction, unfortunately they're a little bit more unstable because you don't have control of them the way that Precious does. And so while you're able to get very close to the gate, your landing leaves much to be desired. And you fall into the ocean. Because, as we said, the gates are situated near the shore. And so take 1 harm in the falling.
My second favorite thing, but not like this.
Can I give a positive in this situation?
Sure.
I feel like since Dorian really actually did help out Adana, Dorian could have, or like Adana would owe an obligation to Dorian, if that's like the phrasing.
Oh, true.
Like, to me, this is very much like influence and masks, but it's a little bit more like a hey, you owe me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I think in this too, it's something that the other party can feel as well. The one who feels like they owe something. Nice. All right, write that down. By the way, Adana, you had like a move that you could do with your class?
Yeah, I mean, we can do it like in a little bit. It's very similar to like Charles's premonition. It's like a at the beginning of the session, yada yada yada. So
Well, I mean, why don't you just roll it now and see?
yeah, okay. That will be done at the beginning of the session. You give your object. Here you go. You're learning so much about my class. +1 hunger, then roll to add to your object's hunger.
Ooh.
So I think I'm just gonna roll a flat, like nothing, so normal.
No, I think you still roll an emotional state here. Welcome to Eula Bear and your raiding party of 9.
Hello.
Thank you for coming to watch.
We're checking to see how hungry things are.
Yeah, how do you feel in this moment?
Okay. Well, because definitely still like scared about the situation, but then I'm also trying to figure out like this has to do with my object, and my object makes me feel like at peace.
I will
I'm not
say
sure if that helps.
I will say that it does. You don't necessarily have to be thinking about your object in this moment. It's just however your character feels right now.
Yeah, still scared as hell. This was not supposed to
Okay.
go this way. We were supposed to just talk about plants.
Then just roll fear, please.
On a 10 plus, the MC holds 3. Throughout the session, the MC can spend their hold to do one of the 2. Name something your object must have. When you give into your object, mark experience and -1 hunger from the object.
Nice.
Have it object to a course of action, or propose one of its own. Should you obey, mark experience and -1 hunger.
I think at this point we need to talk about what your object is.
Yes. So we don't have the art yet, but I'll describe her. Adana is like a very dark-skinned woman, young-ish. Like, no. She actually is very young. She's very young. Sorry, I'm thinking of Sophie. Very young. She's got like long hair, kind of swept back on one side, and in the nestles of her curls that are all swept up, she has a growth coming out of her head, and it kind of looks like a sort of crystalline flower that's like white and brown and orangey gold and green. And as Adana is like kind of sitting there, sort of like breathing heavy, Dorian's run off, the growth on her head starts to kind of glow, and appearing in sort of this like digitalized light is another young woman that looks exactly like Adana, just a copy of Adana.
Can we say that her growth is on the other side of her head?
Yes.
Nice.
Very much so. Mirror images of each other.
Mirror image. I fucking love that. All right, then I think in this moment, what do you call her? Do you have a name for her?
Adia. I call her Adia.
Adia, I think, appears in this moment, and she just like reaches her hand down for you to help you up.
I take it. I smile. I take it, and I stand up.
And she smiles back at you. All right, Darius or Cyrus, what's up? What are you guys doing?
Darius, you got anything? Because I'm blanking. I'm like looking at all the moves. I'm like, I don't know what to do right now.
I would like to fight. I am very annoyed at myself for getting hit so easily, so early. So there's still some drones hanging out, right? Something I can, whack if I want to, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, wonderful. Then I'm going to try to neutralize some of the drones.
All right.
Using just straight rage.
So you're just like punching at these drones.
So I have a little sidearm.
Okay.
With my thing, what is it called? It's called a kinetic pistol. It's close, so I imagine it's kind of shaped like a gun, but it's like a hammer almost.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna like run around and use that to smack things nearby. So I got.
Reminds me of like No Country for Old Men, where he has the cattle.
Yeah.
The cattle prod?
No, it's not a prod. It's how they execute cattle.
Oh.
It's a tank with like a burst that goes through it.
I was
That's
imagining
terrifying.
a boxing glove on the end of a spring.
Oh,
It just sort of like boings out.
teaches.
I was imagining like a flare gun, but with like a huge projectile.
I was kind of imagining more along
A
Keith's.
nail gun. Be like, bump.
I was imagining a giant Nerf gun.
Yes.
We're all right. This is all correct.
I think this is.
The Doge who like bonks you on the head and says, "Bad, go to party jail."
Got it.
I think this is actually something that, because you can take objects you make in the Veil out, right?
Yeah.
So I think this is probably something Darius himself has designed. He didn't like any of the weapons because they were all kind of, ugly and crass.
Mhm.
And so he's made a slightly more elegant weapon that looks a little bit like a pistol, but it's really, you know how like a stapler has like a little bit of give and then it like shoots staple out? I imagine it's something very similar where you just kind of like you lightly tap something and it like sends a huge kinetic shock through whatever it touches. Like so almost like it's like a cattle prod, but with a hammer effect instead of electrical effect.
Got it. So it's like compressed air, basically, you're getting hit with.
Essentially, but
Got it.
there's like a steel end to it or something really hard and metallic. I need to figure out exactly what metal it is.
All right, let's do it.
But I hold 3, so
How do you feel as you are trying to
as I'm trying to, I'm very upset that this drone has hit my stomach.
Okay.
I'm angry that I was unable to defend myself and that the person's getting away because of me, and there's nothing to be done, and these drones are in my way, and I just want them out of my way.
All right.
Get
Take
them
your
out of my way.
shots.
All right. So I suffer no harm, right?
What did you get? 10?
I got 12.
Oh, nice. Yes, you take no harm in the doing, but you can still choose 3. I will say that you can inflict harm more than once.
I can inflict 3 harm, right?
Yeah.
So how many drones are there?
I will say that if you choose to inflict 2 harm, you can destroy all of them. All of the ones that are left.
I think I'm going to inflict 2 harm and a change of location. Okay. I would like, with only 1, I can't make any requests of you. You can put me wherever you want. But I would like to be near Dorian, if that's acceptable.
Okay. Huh. How do you... Yeah, okay. You can be near Dorian. So I think what happens is that there's... as you're like shooting these drones, the way that you've described it, it sounds like there's a lot of kinetic, like an AoE of kinetic force that comes from it. And so I imagine that Darius is just like running around trying to get all the drones to chase him before he like turns around and shoots twice with this kinetic gun. It's basically like blasts all of them away. Just to reiterate, these are like very flimsy, very nothing drones. So it's fairly easy to just like, destroy them. But I think what you don't notice is that there is a there's kind of like a tractor. It looks like a huge metal just wedge in the ground that's just like tilling up the soil. Again, it's tinged with green because all of it is basically just like a solar panel. But you're kind of caught up on its back, and I think that the shock waves from this actually like makes it malfunction, and so it starts like ripping through the cultivated land here until it finally comes to the edge of the of this park / agricultural land, and it hits like a concrete paver, and you're kind of like flung onto the ground near the shore. I think that you land in the crowd, and so even though you knock over some people, you don't necessarily like take any damage. Is that what you want? Is that what you guys wanted?
That sounds close to what I want, so you know what? Works for me.
Nice.
That was masterful.
I was actually wondering, as I was reading over it, there's another option I could have taken called impress, dismay, or frighten your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Would you have given me dismaying, the fleeing?
No, because they're too far away at this point.
That's what I thought. Okay.
And your opponents
I have
were
no
really
regrets.
the drones. Yeah.
No regrets. Do people still make that joke? I love it.
Cyrus, what are you up to?
Yeah.
I don't know what to do right now. And there are no drones left, right?
No drones left.
Did it look like everybody got to a place where I can catch up to?
I'm in the air.
If you want to try to catch Precious, I can say that you can take your time picking through the crowd of people towards the gate. But if you want to make a hastier, make your way more hastily towards her, you're gonna have to get yourself into a risky position. You're gonna have to do some risky parkour, or I don't know.
I have another idea. Right now it looks like Martha is being held in the air by an Odonata, right?
Yes, yeah.
Straddled above the city. I want to try and take one of these drones and basically fire off its thrusters like it's a gun to the Odonata. But
What?
Yeah, that's
try and
risky
bring
for
it down.
sure. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to do what?
Let's try and get it to bring it back to the ground.
But I don't want to be on the ground. I'm having a blast.
Well, I can't tell that from here.
Those screams. She sounds like she's being tortured.
And I think this is a scared roll.
Why are you scared?
I'm scared on Martha's behalf.
Aww.
I'm empathy scared.
That's how we get to be friends on this show.
Until now.
Ooh, crit fail.
Yay.
Let's see. You're firing off this drone. All of the drones
go.
had been destroyed by Darius, so I
It's
feel
just
like
drone parts. Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of just drone parts that you're mashing together, and I think at this point, you're able to do it. You launch yourself into the sky, but the drone gives
Well, I
out.
didn't want to go with it.
No, I know you didn't.
Oh, okay, good. All right, good.
You notice halfway through the thrusters fail, and you're pretty far out from where Martha is when you start like arcing back towards the ground, and
Oh, I just Wile E. Coyote'd myself.
and you actually faceplant into the side of Bladefall.
Oh my god.
The giant ass building?
The giants.
Did he faceplant onto a tunnel that's been painted on?
Oh my god.
No, I'm
you never go
imagining-
full Wile E. Coyote, dude. Come on.
I'm
Does anyone know a doctor?
who like is working on the 35th floor of the Bladefall building, just like tap 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 tap, smacked.
Sly, yes.
Oh no.
So take 2 damage.
Oh, good.
2 damage.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I-
Blitz Windstorm is right. At least it wasn't a tree. Trees are expensive as fuck, apparently. Like,
It happened again.
Yeah.
We need more of those reflective stickers, please.
Yeah, can't we just put a shield around the building? I don't understand.
can we just put a digital shield? Like, what, it's hard?
We have the technology.
That's why the veil's better.
Hello, welcome back. How's everyone doing?
We're doing good. I got a little iced coffee moment
Ooh.
Oh,
at 11:22 p.m.
amazing.
Oh, good.
Anything to keep awake, right? Honestly.
I ordered a drink, but the bar here is like super slow. So
Oof.
we'll see. Maybe in 30 minutes I'll have something.
So
So
where?
happens if you don't pay the wait stuff.
Oh,
Is that you? Is
well,
that you shaming your partner into not giving you a drink? Is that what's happening?
I think that's what's happening. I think
Very
that's
much
happening.
not listening. Don't worry.
Oh, I was really hoping that they were watching the stream.
Oh,
Order
well,
through Twitch.
Oh my god.
Man, if only I could get a Bloody Mary.
I know.
And your mom
can
comes
I-
in. With a blood-
Can I please get 2 drinks and a martini, please?
Me, guilty the player.
Cat.
Martini.
Didn't one time we like order somebody coffee? Didn't we like Uber eat?
We
somebody
tried to
coffee?
order boba to John when we couldn't get him to wake up.
That was me.
Oh no,
It was Alex. It was Alex.
It was
But
Alex.
I woke up just in time. I wish I could have gotten the boba. I mean, shit.
So the last time, the last we saw of our crew, Cyrus was running smack stab into the surface of a building and sliding his way all the way down. Does anyone have any moves? I believe that Dorian and Darius are pretty close to our fleeing Precious, and Martha is still suspended high above the city of Bladefall, clutched in the tail of an Odonata, and Adana is hanging out in the woods with her sister clone.
She's not my sister clone. She's just this like projection of light that hangs out with me.
She's more like a shadow mirror.
With
Maybe.
her shadow mirror, then.
I know
name's
exactly what I want to
Audio.
do. I know exactly what I wanna do.
Martha, please.
I'm going to climb up this Odonata, get to the rider, and just talk to him a little bit, and go, "Hey, Sonny, what's your name?"
What? Gunvrad?
Hey, Gunrad.
Gunbrad? You're gonna start pulling fantasy names out of your ass, and you're opening with Gunbrad, not fantasy names, sci-fi names.
Gunrad, listen to me closely. I need you to do me a favor. And I know what you're thinking. What does this sewer lady have to offer you? Well, let me tell you something.
I was thinking that, yeah.
Have you ever slept with a woman with 8 legs? Because I know a gal. You know what could you imagine? 7
No.
vaginas. Maybe more.
Okay, this is a comic, but yes, I love this.
Yes. Now listen, Sonny. All you have to do is fly me right over to that lady over there on them drones. All right.
Is she the one with the 8 legs?
No, I know a gal. We can meet up with me later. We'll talk. I can find you. It's real easy. Don't ask how.
Roll a sway. How are you feeling? Jesus Christ.
I'm feeling.
How you feel? How you feel?
I'm feeling pretty joyful. I'm gonna get one of my friends a new customer for life.
Oh, this is a real
Like-
person. Of course it is.
Yeah, Martha knows a
Yeah,
ton
yeah.
of people in like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
underbelly.
Yeah, and
Also,
we've.
are you saying that Martha's a liar? Is that what I heard you say?
I never said that. I'm just surprised that this person. Well, I shouldn't be surprised what I'm talking about.
All right, we're rolling joyful. Here we go. No additional stuff. I got an 11. Hell yeah.
Oh, so, it's 7 vaginas, right? You said 7.
Maybe more.
Where? Oh shit.
I love Keith having to play a straight man. I love it so much.
Hey, how'd I do? How's that? How'd it go?
Tim,
Yeah, Tim as our only straight ally on this
That's 10 out of
stream.
10, sir. You crushed it.
You
You're
need to
hired for the
be a
role.
little more embarrassed about the word vagina.
you don't want to say it. You don't want to say it, but like
Like you don't want to say it, but you want to see it. You know, like
I'm learning so much about straight culture right now.
straight people have culture.
What are we doing? What's
Send me over towards that floaty lady.
yeah, definitely. And he sets you down. I think he actually sets you down in
I was
front.
hoping that I could tackle her off of the Odonata.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can do that. That is a neutralize, but I think as he's coming in, he says, "Wait, just give me her card. Where's who?"
I'll find you, Sonny. Don't worry. I got tunnels everywhere.
Are those part of the vaginas? I don't.
No, I know literal tunnels to places. When are you free? Saturday? I'll meet you Saturday night.
Okay, but bye, old lady. I think you were trying to neutralize Precious then.
Yes, I think I'm feeling powerful
Yeah, who wouldn't, right?
because this is Martha's big chance to get in Dorian's good favor.
Oh.
So However, I have a 0 to powerful, so that's fun. let's just do this flat roll, see how we go.
Yeah, why not?
Oh wait, can I use my weapon?
Which weapon?
I have
What
a
do you have?
jamming blade, which is stun harm.
What does that look like? What is a jamming blade?
I think it's sort of like a kendo blade, but it's like sort of made of metal instead of wood.
Uh-huh.
There's a second anime reference of the night. Here we go.
And it like sparks a little bit when she presses a button on the bottom on the hilt.
So it's like a blunted. Is it as long as a kendo blade, or is it more of like a knife?
I think it's yeah, probably. It's a sort
Okay.
of like sword length, I guess.
Okay.
But it's still, yeah, like a blunt sword.
So you're just like plunging out of the sky with this blunted sword straight
Yes.
at this woman who's like hover skating. I love it.
That doesn't give me any pluses to my rolls, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Good to know. All right, here we go. I got a 10!
Holy shit. What happens here? Yeah, I think Martha, you aim like a little bit ahead of where Precious is. So when you like finally get to her, like you like knock her like on the base of her skull. And I think that because this jamming blade also has, you said, like an electric feature to it, I think that you knock her out almost immediately. She falls into the crowd with her 2 remaining drones, and you're able to land on top of her, kind of on your feet, not just like dropping onto her, but you're like, you have both of your feet like around her torso, and you look very cool doing this, by the way.
Hell yeah!
We can say that everyone is back together at this point. Where are you? Where have you taken this knocked out woman?
I imagine I just dragged her out to the ocean towards Darius. Dorian swims up from the sea, and everyone else follows suit.
I have a proposal.
What's up?
We should head back to the Vale. I have just the spot where we can get to know this person.
Dorian, she's your captive.
Would you please come with us?
She's fully knocked out at this point.
I totally
Adana-
try to puppet her face, and she's like, "Yeah, totally.
Adana
Great,
comes,
let's
like,
go."
jogging up, like fully out of breath. Just wait, where are we going? What's going on? Are they okay?
She's fine. She's just a little concussed.
I think I have water up my nose. But besides that, I'm alright. Thank you.
Is Cyrus okay? Where is he? Oh.
I'd make it back from.
Yeah, you can make it back.
Halfway
Yeah. You might have some like glass burn.
Coming up the beach?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I missed that.
Yeah.
I think that is him coming up the beach right there.
Yeah, Adana like rushes over to go check on Cyrus, because like we know each other. Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Yes. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So Adana like runs over to make sure he's okay.
Oh, I think I'm alright. I just took a little shot to the brow.
Yeah, your nose looks a little like.
Oh, it's always. Oh no, it's meant the other way.
I mean, it's more even now.
Oh, that's good.
I think they want to go to the Vale, but they have an unconscious person. Are you sure we should be helping these people out?
Come on, it'll be fun.
No. Well,
I think you'll really enjoy where we're headed.
Are you thinking where I'm thinking?
I mean,
Probably.
if we just went ahead and knocked somebody out, we should probably go get out of here.
Arius, this was supposed to be our big day on Cantor. How are you ever going to gain a appreciation for real things if we're always just dragging bodies back into the Vale?
You do this
Yes.
regularly?
Well, not irregularly.
I still don't understand why you expect me to get used to this place.
Next.
Let's go.
Where do you guys take her?
As we step into the Vale, there's a little door that appears off to the side of the portal where we enter. I fling it open and I perform one of my abilities. One of my abilities is Construct, and this allows me to host a digital lobby with some parameters. I can roll to create the lobby, and because of my cyber brain, I get to pick one additional effect on top of the other ones, regardless of roll.
Yeah.
So, in this context, I am feeling powerful because, like, I get to go and show off for all these new world side people, and I get to show them the true wonder of the Vale.
Nice. Roll it.
Normal.
Yeah.
Powerful. Slick. On a 10, choose 2, but I get to choose 3 because of my cyber brain. I want it to persist.
Wait, you rolled a 10?
You rolled an 8, dude.
Rolled an 8.
You look
rolled an
at
8.
that.
So excited, homie. I'm so
I
sorry.
am blind. On a 7 9, I only get 1.
I was like, my
thank
boy's
you
real
for checking
juiced.
that.
My boy's real excited about this 8.
John's
I do
gaslighting
get
us
2.
about numbers.
No. You can't see it right. It's a 10. It's definitely a 10.
It's infinity. Infinity. You're
I
just
just-
gonna
I don't know what's on your screen. It's 10 here.
It was only a matter of time before you started reaching this far. Anyway, get off your ladder and tell us about this 8.
What
so
do you
I get to pick
choose?
2.
Yeah.
The 4 options are: it will persist for a while without me actively maintaining it. It's highly detailed and expansive. It has no cap on its population, and its connection is secure from intruders. So what I'm going to pick is that it will persist for a while, and that it has no cap on its population. So I can bring as many people as I want into this box.
What
Once
does it
we
look
enter,
like?
yeah. So I imagine that this is kind of like Darius's mind of like a headquarters. Like there's lots of screens and information around that. Basically, like there's a couple of like rough tables that they're not like made out of detailed wood. They're like light platters. The walls basically are the screens where there's like little boxes of information tracking various components and information that we care about. And there's a control panel at the back that allows you to ask the Veil to do stuff for you. And it can be augmented or changed at will, kind of. It's like a room of requirement, but the shitty edition.
Love it. Yeah. Okay. So do you set her on a piece of furniture? What is
I think as we walk in, because it kind of has the ability to transform a little bit, like a table pops up with like some medical equipment and some very basic tools, and you know, we can just set her there.
Okay. I'm imagining like the majority of this of the furniture kind of just like looks like the walls and floor of this room.
Yeah.
Like yeah, they're all just like white basically. Yeah.
It has some colors to stand out. So like the furniture is a different color, but it is the same material, and it's not like super soft. It's just like, you know, think like a concrete building, but made out of light.
Okay. Light concrete. I like that. Yeah, you set her down. I think eventually she comes to and she says, "Oh, my head. What do you guys want?"
I mean, I think that's up to Miss Dorian here.
Yeah, Adana just kind of like eyes Dorian because like it seems like she's calling the shots. Now, whether that's for good or bad, who knows? But you know, UTT universal thing.
I told you, Dorian. I don't have the wood anymore. I can grow you some new pieces, but it's gone.
So where did you sell it?
There's another artisan here in Cantor's Vale. His name is Drake. And I think both you and Darius know this Drake person. Both of you went to school with him. And he was kind of like below you, grades wise. But based on what Precious is saying, he's gathered enough clout, enough prestige to outbid you.
Okay. Well, you had a terrible tumble, so we thought we would bring you somewhere safe.
I got an idea real quick, Dorian.
Yes.
Can I speak to you away from Miss Precious?
Surely.
Well, I just think if we use Precious to get the thing you need, we could claim to have more of it. Or claim to copy it.
Well, I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
Okay. Just saying, just an idea. Use this person as leverage.
Cyrus, you come from a very particular world with very frightening people.
Are you aware that Darius is gonna open up digital? You don't think that?
Oh, this is just a thing that he does. Isn't it fun? He can like make.
No. No.
Well, we in the art worlds, much more, should I say, scheming, nuanced with our feuds. I shouldn't even. No, Drake is not worth a feud. He's something little.
So what are you gonna do with that woman?
Put her back. What would you do?
Yeah, I was hoping you'd say that.
Oh,
What do you think Darius is gonna do though?
go home and watch Bloodsport on the big screen.
Okay. Hope you're right.
That's what he usually does. Why? What are you going to do?
Nothing. I was just hoping that those medical tools weren't gonna go to that woman.
Well, if you have nothing to do, I have the perfect opportunity. There is an art opening. I think all of us should go.
Okay.
If all of you say yes, then Darius will have to come with me.
Sure.
Perfect.
I'm almost done patching her up. Are
Free
we gonna
shit?
send her home?
I'm not sure what else we could do.
I'll
Oh,
take her
okay.
home. I can take her back to the other side. It's okay.
No need. There's a door right there, and he just kind of like points over to the side, and a door materializes. That'll take her right back where she needs to go.
Okay.
Adana, you're coming with us, right?
What?
Oh, we're all going to the most lovely opening. You must.
I do.
Come on, girlie. They'll probably have shrimp cocktail. It'll be fun.
Is this the Carol opening? Oh, did you get tickets to that?
Told you. If we love people, we should go. And you said no. Bloodsport is on. And I said, yes, let's go.
Look, you know I don't actually like that stuff.
Yes, but you do love to tease me, so.
Yes, I do.
Um,
Let's go.
Ad-
Come on. I've got extra coats over in the corner.
Adana
Let's just
looks to
materialize.
Cyrus, just like
It's a closet.
trying to gauge like is this a yes? Is this a no? She doesn't really hang out in the Vale, so okay, actually, you know what? Let's get some dice on the table. There's a particular move that I'm thinking of.
What do you want to do, Adana?
I'm looking. I am going to try to lift the veil. Because Adana doesn't know jack nor shit about what's going on, who these people are, what this show is, none of it. So I think she's very scared in this moment.
Mm-hmm. So you're trying to figure out more about
Yes.
what they're talking about.
Yes, exactly. So I'm gonna lift the veil.
How do you feel right now?
Like just extremely overwhelmed. Adana doesn't go to the veil.
Mm-hmm.
Really. So this is very nerve-wracking.
Roll those dice.
Okay. Yes.
What you got?
I got an 11. So on a 10 plus for lift the veil, the MC will give you a good details. So like, let's see. I'm looking at the actual definition for the roll. On a hit, the MC will tell you something new and interesting about the current situation. On any roll, the MC will ask you a question or two. Answer them. I mean, I'm not quite sure about that, but basically it's just like, as Adana, I'm trying to figure out like just where are we in this situation, because like there was this whole wood situation. Then they beat the hell out of this woman, they beat up this woman, and now we're throwing her back into the real world and going to a party. This is just very overwhelming.
I'm having a great day. I got to fly and I got to beat someone up. I mean,
What more can you ask for in life?
Adana, how you said that you mostly live planetside on Cantor itself. In this moment, while you're lifting the veil, is there some sort of like connection you get to the veil itself, or is it like some kind of like device that you're reading the veil through? Is it, or is this just like some weird talent you've just unearthed?
Yeah, well, from what I can like understand, lift the veil is more of like it's almost like a history check to kind of like put it into perspective. So I think like systematically wise, like for the game, Adana's just trying to like rack her brain of like, okay, you know, like Dorian Maris, I've heard that name before. Like they're talking about this art show. Would I know anything about it? Trying to like connect things that she's heard about in the real world, and then maybe times that she's passed through the veil to like go from place to place.
Right.
You know, like how subway systems have advertisements.
then I think that when you hear them mention this Carol woman, you realize. By the way, Dorian, Darius, you don't mind if I take creative liberties with this, do you? I know that you all came up with the name.
Please.
Dorian?
With what exactly?
Who Carol is?
Sure.
Okay. Adana, you've heard of Carol before because she is part of the Efflorescent Path, which you are a member of. You believe that she's part of the Promontory, the one of the orders that holds the mind above all things in this specific polytheistic religion that almost everyone ascribes to. And you know that Carol is very much like a patron of the arts. She's very much of the type to be like, I collect, but I also only patron the artists who don't have that much prestige, that much clout yet. I want to give them a platform. I want them to. There are too many voices that are going unheard in our art world, and I want to rectify that.
Okay, so she's like, she's like a hipster. Okay, cool. She's a hipster with like clout. Okay.
Is there a way we would like know that about her by looking at her? Like, if she did, I guess we haven't really talked about like how the efflorescent path dresses, or how we identify them.
Adana, what do you wear as part of your garb in the efflorescent path?
So Adana, getting into like a little bit more of the world building for you lore heads out there. Hang out with us for Tin Hat Chats. So Adana is a part of the efflorescence path, which we've talked about as kind of the like religion here. She's specifically a Ligart, which is kind of like a lower ranking member. So I think like she wears this sort of like pale, kind of like off-white robe dress. It's not like a full robe, but it folds over. It's like a dress. I think it kind of like hangs with like long sleeves. But one thing that Adana does have that I think is like more of a personal choice is she wears a necklace with 3 crystals, like 3 sort of like blue-green crystals. I only have one. And she wears one for each part of the path, or like each build, which is the promontory, which is the mental, the eightfold step, which is the physical, and then the resonant breath, which is the emotional. And I don't think many people do that. Like acknowledge all 3, or sort of like pay homage to all 3 that way. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
No, you're right. Usually, if they do wear all 3, usually one of them is like a different stone than the other 2.
Yeah. She wears the necklace to symbolize all 3 united.
And do you have like any like robes, or is it just like mostly the jewelry? Yeah.
I think like she wears very basic robes, and she's a Ligart, so I can't imagine like in most religions, the higher up you are, the more like ornate your dressings are.
Yeah.
So she wears very simple robes.
Carol is a Hyzart, who's basically like the religious philosopher class of this religion.
So she's like above me.
Yeah, so I think that her garb consists of it's kind of, what would you call it? Not a wimple. It's more of it's kind of like a bucket looking hat almost, but it's but it doesn't it doesn't have a brim. It just has like the middle part. And I think
like
that
a fez?
No, but it's not. It doesn't come to a point like that, and it's not small like that. It's more like this. Maybe
so like
that tall.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Like nurses, and it's like a head.
Kind of,
except like the Renaissance.
Yeah, except the part that like sticks up actually like goes all the way around the hat instead of just like the front part, the way that some nurses' outfits have it.
I'm like. This is such a bad reference, but like in the Disney Robin Hood, the hat that the chicken wears.
Oh, I don't remember the chicken's hat. I'm not
like
that was my favorite
Maid
movie, though.
Yeah, Maid Marian's like little friend. She wears that hat. Such a good movie. Anyway,
it is a really good movie. And most Hyzarks wear like a cape that are hung off of like this hoop that hovers around shoulder level. Like around, I know. Part of climbing the ladder is the fashion, honestly.
Yeah, like I said, Adana wears like a white robe thing, and I think she kills it. She looks good. It floats behind her and shit. but it's not. She doesn't have drip like that.
And I think
Donna wants drip.
yeah, and I think that most Hyzarchs have like these just like hoops, just randomly like hovering around them. Sometimes they're like behind their heads, sometimes they're like around their necks, sometimes they're around their like forearms. It's kind of like goes with the territory. Like the more golden hoops you have, the higher up you are in the hierarchy.
Which makes sense because I think her necklace is like one strand of gold. So.
So yeah, that's what you know about Hyzarch
Miss
Carol.
Carol. Oh, and she's doing this in the Veil? Ooh. Cool. Okay, so that's the party that they're going to. Which means that I do think Adana is at least intrigued. Because also... she's like going over everything in her mind of like... Drake got to... I have to remind myself to say Drake. Drake got this wood, and maybe it has something to do with his show. So... and I think like Adana kind of like mentions that because Dorian, she said that whoever got the wood was like had a lot of prestige. Hyzarch Carol is very, very prestigious.
You think our boy Drake tried to scoop up the wood for the church?
I don't know. I mean, maybe she's like, sticking her neck out for him, patroning him.
It would be an odd choice. He's not that talented.
Well,
wonder if
sometimes you have to support people on their path, no matter their talent.
This is why I never understood the church. You'll have to tell me more at the party.
You guys look in the corner, and Martha has like 12 coats on, and she's like, "Are we ready to go?" It keeps bringing me more coats.
Martha, if you want something in particular, it will make it for you. Just think about it. It won't. It has a hard time with materials, but it can get it roughly right.
Look, all I'm saying is I'm keeping them.
Oh,
It made
as
them
many
for
as you
me.
want.
Made them for me.
Actually, Martha, here you go. He goes and like rummages through a drawer really quick and pulls out like a clicker pen kind of thing. Hands it to Martha. Anytime you want another coat, click this, and it'll bring you back
cool.
here.
I just keep clicking it.
You just disappear and reappear right in front of the closet. Do I need to do anything for that, or can I
No.
have that?
No, you can just have
Okay.
that. That's fine. Is it fashion? Yeah, you can have that.
Adana.
You have to be in the veil, though.
Adana overhears everything that Darius is saying, and very subtly, hopefully without anybody noticing, focuses so that 4 gold rings appear, one around her wrist and then one around her ankles that kind of float, and they're simple, they're not flashy. She won't get in trouble.
Wait, really quick, we should because gold is like easy in this world, we should say that they're ivory instead.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah.
So I was going to actually ask about that, because I think that, as I understand it, I have a hard time with materials. Like, actually duplicating material is fairly difficult. And so I think the way I've built this room is to be like pretty it'll acquiesce to whatever you ask, but it's mostly out of light, not actually out of physical material.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because light is
that's
super
fine.
like malleable here. Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
so you'll
that's
get like a
fine.
color band. Like, it'll glow gold or it'll glow white or whatever you want.
Like a shitty club in Vegas.
Yeah, exactly. If you want,
that
there's a
reference
disco
so
ball.
much, but it's so accurate.
You know exactly what I'm thinking about. Adana makes 4, 1 on each hand, and then her little flower or her little growth starts to glow to match. There
Nice.
you go.
Keith, I have a question about how one of my moves works.
Sure.
I have a move that's called Beauty is Truth, Truth is Beauty.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, when you take something you feel, a concept or an idea, and express yourself through art, and it is experienced by others, roll, and then you get things, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to, if I want to use that, can I, since my art takes like my workshop to create and some time, do I have to hold on to those feelings that I'm having in game and then do that as like a downtime activity? Or can I like give myself a Mary Poppins bag of items that I've crafted under the various big 6 emotional states?
I would like those to be created on screen.
Okay.
So that we can see like exactly what sorts of emotions are going into that and like why Dorian is creating these pieces of art. Because as we know her in this moment, she is a counterfeiter. And the fact that she can do actual like quote unquote real art is something that we haven't seen yet. So like what does it take for Dorian to actually bring out her talent, to bring out her skills to create something of her own? Like that's what I'm curious about with Dorian.
Okay. Well, seeing Adana create these somewhat tacky glowing rings, Dorian will make a small note at how joyful Adana looks when she's, assessing her wrists with them, and yes, we'll make a note on that to bring that back to the workshop for later.
So to be clear, these are your feelings that you're imbuing into your art, not other people's feelings.
Gives me joy.
Okay, good. That's good to know. Oh, wow. When my players.
Taste. That's okay.
We said we're different this season, okay?
Yeah,
we
that's-
are getting along.
That's what I was gonna say. When my players said that they were gonna be friends this season, I was like, we'll see. I'm seeing it.
I think Guilty just took like the outward aggro that Leah had and just sort of made it more passive aggressive.
That's why she's a Karen in space. That's why.
Listen, it's not that she thinks she's entitled to things. It's that she doesn't want to take anyone's shit. Because if
Stop
she
accepting
looks like-
realities that are unacceptable.
Exactly. If she looks like she doesn't carry herself with the amount of prestige that people give her, then she'll start to be sus. She has to be exactly what people expect of her for them to not realize that anything is off.
You can't be sus in space. We've seen what
Can't be
happens.
sus in space. You get out the airlock.
Nice.
Sorry, I just looked down in chat, and a lovely new viewer was like, "How was last season?"
There was so much last season.
Blitz, let's just say
So
we
much
love
drama.
it was like a family. We loved each other, but we didn't like each other.
Yeah, this is true.
Pretty accurate, actually.
Right?
Lovely. That's what we used to say at my fraternity. You have to love your siblings. You don't have to like them.
Wow,
Very true.
that's so true. Fuck. My brother's probably watching. Hey,
Before
we
we
should
head
probably. Yeah.
I think that Darius goes through his drawer again and picks out one more clicker, or 2 more clickers. He puts one in his pocket, hands the other to Dorian. Then he creates 2 pieces of chalk that he hands to Cyrus and Adana. And he basically instructs them that to get back here, they're going to have to draw a door in space inside the veil. I only have 3 clickers, I'm sorry.
Oh, well, here, I don't need mine.
No, Martha, that will only work for you. I'm sorry, I had to hard code it to you.
You should keep it, Martha.
Well, okay then. That's fine. I like free stuff.
I think, and then he like walks over and whispers to Martha, "Could you introduce me to that friend of yours?"
Sure thing, honey. Sure thing.
Or any number of other of them.
Oh, absolutely. We can have a lovely time. I can invite them all here.
Oh, that would be
What?
great. We'll configure it as a poker table.
Adona's
Strip
eyes
poker?
Adona's
Yes.
eyes actually get very excited, and she's like, "Martha, you have friends? I thought you always just came to the temple by yourself." But
Oh, I have
didn't
so
have
many
friends.
friends.
really?
They just like to hang out underground, if you know what I mean.
No.
I'll introduce you sometime. It'll be fun.
Okay.
Martha,
Yeah.
can you make sure that when your friends are here, I'm not here?
We'll see, honey. You may like them.
Oh, yes. I want to not be here.
Oh, I got you. I got you. Sure.
Great, perfect, because I would very much not like to meet them.
Yeah, you can. I got you. I got you. I'll invite my friend Morian Darris.
We'll talk later.
Anyway, everyone grab some clothing. Make yourselves at home. There's the drink maker over there. The cocktails are pretty good.
All
Let's
right.
let's head out.
Yep. And I think we'll take our second break of the night. We will be right back. See you guys. Hello. Welcome back. So please remember to enter in !chill into the chat. We will be drawing some names, or one name, to win a copy of either one of the books for the Veil tonight. They have the core book and I believe the expansion called the Cascade. So you get to choose your Veil book. So when we last left our heroes, they were on their way to a little soiree in Hyzar Carroll's little mansion. What are you? How are you traveling here to the party?
Well, we're in the Vale, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh wait, but this is Hyzark Carroll's place still within like the greater area of Bladefall?
No, Hyzar Carroll's mansion is in the Vale. It is actually a few. It's a little bit outside of the main Vale, Cantor's Vale city. If you look at Cantor's Vale from afar, you'll kind of see it organized as a sphere. Imagine just like taking 4 cuts into a sphere, 4 parallel cuts, and that gives you 5 different levels that people have built upon. I think that Hyzar Carroll is basically on level 4, but
Okay.
she's a little bit outside of the sphere.
Okay.
Do we take
Dorian,
lifeline?
I mean, we
I
can
was-
just teleport. If you'd like, I can. There's a door right there that'll take you to the steps. But should we have some flair this time?
Should we have some flair?
I don't know. Priests, how do you feel about flair?
Me?
Yes. You?
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not. I'm a Lycard. I'm not a priest. I'm not like Hyzar
Come on,
Carroll.
show us some flair. I don't come to the Vale often. Let's go.
Adia whispers in your ear, Adana, I think some flair would be nice right now, don't you? I'm gonna get rid of one of my holds.
I think Flair would be nice right now, actually.
Cyrus? Last vote?
Oh, Cyrus agrees. Let's go.
So yeah, let's do it.
Dorian, I'm gonna need your help. I'm not very good with materials. I've got a little project going on in the back at my place. It's It's like an airplane, like a spaceship, but with no top. You can think of it like a magic carpet.
Convertible?
Well, that's the goal, but at the moment it's more like a slab.
Don't say the top's out. Say the laggards are out.
You telling me
point.
this is a topless party?
Yes, we can arrive in style, Martha.
Yes. Martha starts taking off her top.
Donna like rushes over, pulls like all 12 of her jackets in tighter. Some tops required, I think. Just knowing Heisart Carol.
Oh, fine.
Maybe.
I think we can decorate it as like a fabric, and it'll look pretty nice, and we can all get there.
But Martha, if you want some spangly pasties, you just...
That's the closet over there.
The pasties closet. As John takes a sip.
I like that Darius probably had this closet planned out ahead. He just thinks of everything.
For the 8-legged woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say Darius has been waiting. He has heard about this 8-legged woman and he's been preparing.
You don't want to go through that door. Don't go through that door. Anyway, I think that we probably fix this guy up, right? And we all like ride a fairly stylish vehicle to the club.
Oh, yes. In case Drake is there, we need to show up in style.
I'll work on the security system while you get the thing decorated.
To the Arts District, then?
I think so. Pile in, children.
So the arts district takes up the top two levels of Cantor's Vale, and I think the camera and the audience notices that the higher you go in Cantor's Vale, the less concrete is used in the buildings around you. So on level 3, there's a pretty equal amount of concrete and hard light making up the various facades that you pass by. But as you get up to levels 4 and 5, there's practically no concrete. It's basically all hard lights.
I think as we fly by everything, Darius picks out some of his most impressive works that you can see from the skyline, and it's like, oh, I built that, and I built that, and I built that one over there. That one was especially hard. The owner was total asshole.
Darius, which one is your favorite? Describe it for us.
I think my favorite is a one that kind of extends a little bit beneath the plane that it's built on. Kind of like has the building itself is almost like a walkway, but the gravity sucks to the side of the plane regardless of its orientation to the base plane.
Nice.
And so you kind of got almost like this corkscrew design going up through the plane and holes in the Vale's level as we build up.
Like somebody took an Escher painting and just did this.
I love that.
But yeah, actually.
All made of light, I assume.
Yes. The most expensive light you can buy.
I want to lean over to Dorian and be like, is he always like this, or is he trying to impress us?
Both.
Adana does not hear this conversation and just is like grinning from like ear to ear, and is just like, Darius, like, this is actually pretty impressive. This is really good. You're very talented.
Oh, thank you. If you want, there's a lovely building that my mentor owns that we can go check out after the party.
I probably will want to go back home. This has been a very long day. I did get pinned down by a robot, but maybe.
Okay. I mean, we can just show you another time. Dorian's very familiar with it. She, as many times as I told her about it, she can probably say it just as well.
Ah, yes. This is the facade of the building of my mentor. And this is the lobby of the building of my mentor. Have I mentioned that he has so much prestige? And this is the first floor of the building of my mentor. Would you like me to continue the tour?
Get your gist.
I like this side of you, Dorian. Keep it at it. This is fun.
You left out the parlor. You can't forget the parlor.
Yes, this is the parlor. Can you see the bar with the actual orange peels? Martha, you know, we must keep up appearances.
Sure, I get it.
So about those spangly pasties, I do have some ferreted away in a drawer at Darius's, if you still want them.
Oh, I'll go
can
get
look
them.
at-
I have the button. I think I accidentally pressed the button and like disappear for a second.
Oh, it doesn't
Reappear.
put you back. Oh, it doesn't put you back.
Oh no!
Ah.
So 20
go
minutes
back
later, 20 minutes later,
So we'll make a loop.
20 minutes later, you arrive at Hygart Carol's mansion. It is basically made of a bunch of vertical planes of light. And they're arranged such that none of them touch the concrete base, that all of them float above. But as you like keep looking higher, the planes get like closer and closer. So it looks like near the bottom, it looks pretty open. Like you can see people on the second and third floors, just walking around having fun. But as you look up to like the fourth, fifth, etc. floors, you can hardly see anything that's going on inside. Yeah. And as you come in, I think there are other people flying in as well. I think that they are flying over. There's a pathway leading to this mansion that crosses through a lot of woodland. This is Vale woodland. You notice because all of the trees and all of the plants are placed in a very regular pattern, like a very strict grid. And most of their branches are also very like regular, like very 90 degrees or 45 degrees. It seems very like doesn't really seem natural to the people who've lived on planet for any amount of time.
Spam to copy paste.
Yeah, basically. And this is the biggest reason why natural materials are difficult to create in the Vale, because they just look weird. So you finally get there, and I think there's like a crowd of people milling outside, and as you get out, I think that they part when they see Dorian, Darius, and Adana. And as you walk in, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing at this party?
Well, of course I'm here to see the art. By which I mean, I have no interest in the art, and I'm here to see the people.
Of course. Then I think that you see Drake. He is standing in front of a sculpture that is made of what was the material that you wanted, Dorian? Did you say zebra wood?
Lichenous zebra wood.
Lichenous zebra wood. You recognize it instantly. It is an abstract sculpture of the Hygart Carol herself.
Is it fugly?
To you it is. But Hygart Carol is praising every line, every plane polished and finished. Just so.
So while Dorian is having a breakdown on the inside, Adana is going to. Hello, excuse me, that is my camera, thank you. Analyze. There's a bug. Analyze the situation. There was a bug in my shot. Rude.
Okay. I did not know who you were talking to, and that's why I made
I'm
that
sorry.
face.
I was like reading.
Adana talking to audio.
This is my moment.
That's canon then. Yeah.
Do like the idea of like event photographers not being a thing and drones, little cameras following you around.
Oh
wherever
yeah,
you
for
go.
sure.
Yeah.
They're definitely drones following people around.
Oh,
But
Martha
only-
hates drones.
Oh, none of them are following Martha because Martha has
Hell yeah.
0 prestige. Sorry, Martha has 1 prestige.
Does Cyrus also have 0 prestige?
I don't know. You might have 2, Cyrus.
I thought I'm gonna save this comment for later. Anyway, it's an opinion I have about Cyrus.
Do it. I want a drink.
I'm gonna save it for later.
Yes.
It's not a drag. It's just a revelation I had while I was listening to something recently. Anyway, I'll talk about it after the show. Check out our Patreon if you want to hear the
Our
comments.
post-show content, yeah.
Our post-show content. We do post-show content. If you want to experience the typical UTT dragging, you have to join the Patreon now. We're only nice to each other on camera.
Dragging, so much dragging.
That'll last like an entire episode.
I know. This is that episode.
No.
This is the one
Dorian
episode.
already fucking made fun of Darius.
Listen,
It was
I can
earned.
still love my friends, even if they have no taste.
We're gonna have to talk about that later.
Hey, remember when they said we're all friends? Remember that? Remember that?
We'll handle our business in private, in a friendly way.
We.
Hey, did I mention that I have a venomous pocket knife now?
True.
That's
Yeah.
so cool.
You went through your gear and found it.
Totally.
Adana's gonna go
unrelated.
shopping for gear because if she's gonna be hanging out with these people, clearly she needs to be packing some kind of fucking heat. Y'all wild.
Adana, what are you doing? What's up?
Adana, once again, being the nervous Nancy that she is going to analyze the situation. Especially because Hyzark Carol is here, and it's like when the boss is around and you get really nervous, even though she's not. I mean, I guess she's kind of a boss. She's higher up than her.
So,
So-
are you analyzing the setting, or are you looking at Hyzark Carol in particular?
I think I'm analyzing the setting because, like,
Okay.
looking at the moves, because I was reviewing them earlier. Looking at the moves, like, lift the veil, which I did earlier, like I said, it's kind of like a history check, whereas, like, it looks like analyze is kind of a mix of, it's kind of like read a bad situation from Monster of the Week,
Right.
if I had to compare it to something.
So what does this look like? What is Adana doing? Is she just like on the periphery of this party, just like watching people?
Yeah.
What is okay?
Yeah, she might have like walked in with everybody and kind of had like that moment. And now that she's arrived in Flair, she is shutting down and going into the corners and sort of stalking the perimeter of the party, like the wallflower. So I'm going to roll plus scaled. I should have put that as my main stat. Anyway,
What'd you get?
I got a 7, which means I get to ask 2. And if I
do.
act on any of the answers given to me, I take 1 forward.
One forward.
So out of all these questions, do you want me to read all of the questions or just the ones I'm gonna pick?
Yeah, just read them one at a time. The ones that you pick.
Yeah. Where's my best way out, way in, or way past? How is blank vulnerable to me? Which enemy is the biggest threat? What, if anything, appears to be out of place? What's my enemy's true position? And is it going to get worse before it gets better? So I'm going to ask, what, if anything, appears out of place? And I'm going to ask which enemy is the biggest threat, knowing full well that this is probably more of like an abstract enemy and threat, but just like trying to read the situation, trying to see. Like, I'm assuming Hyzart Carroll is in place, but if there's anybody else, that seems kind of sus.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out like how to tell you something without telling you something, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Typical GM shit.
Okay. Dorian, please correct me if I'm wrong about the type of wood. It was lichenous zebra wood. Is that correct? Adana, you see that it's not just Drake who has worked with lichenous zebra wood. You see there's quite a few artists who are using this medium, and I don't know, this might be like the next big thing.
Can I ask you a +1 question to that?
No.
He was like,
well, no, it
this
would
is
be like
Liv's role.
It would be like a general information question. Like, are they all religiously based? The other likeness.
Oh, the art?
Yeah.
No. I think that most of them are, but some of them are so abstract you're not really sure what they're about. Some of them are just like they've trashed this wood and they're growing like other wood out of it, and that's like art. They like have saplings growing out of it. It's kind of a mix. Someone has just like taken like several blocks of these wood of this wood and created like a zigzag pattern, because I imagine that the grains create like a band, like several bands of light and dark across them.
Okay,
How is
cool.
this
So there's
art?
some artists going full Minecraft in this like impressionist home.
Yep.
How is this
Yep.
art? Dorian is like asking Martha now. Look at this. How is this art?
I think I could sit on that one.
Not you
nice
asking.
No,
the
don't
sewer
sit on the
granny.
art.
Not
Oh,
you
no.
asking the sewer granny for her opinion on art.
Hush, we're
both
bonding.
pop on shrimp cocktail
Yes.
and get drunk.
I think the plates that the shrimp cocktails are served on are made of this wood.
Now this is art.
Dorian is furious. Martha, do you have any spare pockets?
Yeah, I got 20. I got at least 24.
We're taking these home with us.
Adana, what was your second question?
Oh, my second question was
Oh, the biggest threat, was it?
yeah, so the thing that seems out of place is like all this fucking lichenous zebra wood.
Yeah.
And then the other one was which enemy is the biggest threat? Abstractly, because we're not really in a fight. So
Right. I'm trying to think. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I could reveal something about the world here. Adana, I think that you're particularly sensitive to this answer because you were once part of the Resonant Breath, which at this point is a sect of the efflorescent path that has been snuffed out. And I think that you hear a lot of people in this setting kind of just talking about, what is that? I haven't seen such trash since the rotted breath went away. or like asking someone, oh, I bet you ascribe to the panting breath. Or it's like all of these like derogatory names for like your former religious group.
to put a little thing. Oh my god, I've totally forgotten to mark all the times I've rolled scared. I'm just gonna mark 2 really quick.
Oh yeah, please everyone remember to mark that. Thank you.
See, I'll like go back and actually properly do it because I might have spiked by now. Oops.
I think you have at least 3.
1, 2. Oh, I can like actually see what I rolled, I think. +1. So that's 1. 2.
Wait, can you complete your thought about what?
Yeah. Well, because I'm only bringing it up. Yeah, I for sure have spiked and scared. Oops. Okay, cool. That's fine.
Okay.
We'll hang out with that in a second. So like, statistically speaking, Adana's mad is 0. She's getting real fucking pissed.
Yeah.
She's getting really fucking mad.
I imagine. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's at this point you hear you hear Ida's voice saying, "Don't listen to them. This is a party. Why don't you just dance?"
Adia, I can't just dance. Like, you know that. I'm already freaked out from today. It's been a really, really hard day for me.
I know, but it might help you. Just let it out. Let it out with your body the way that your old mentor taught you. Let it out. Let it out with your breath. In, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. In, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. And I think as she keeps saying that, like the audience starts like hearing the audio, like that's being piped through this house, and it kind of like matches that breathing tempo.
Mm-hmm.
As this happens, can I jump in and just like be like, as this is happening, I think Cyrus walks up to you and he says, "Can't believe all these people living in a fake world, trying to ignore humanity, and then shaming us for enjoying it. What a disaster."
I'm sorry. Did you say fake?
Cyrus doesn't mean it about the veil. He's talking about something else.
Listen, I don't mean to offend you. I understand this is where you're from, and that's totally okay. But it's cold here. It's not where I'm from.
Oh, do you want it to be warmer?
No, that's the issue.
So you like it cold?
Again.
He's talking about things metaphorically. It's just, and she kind of like leans in and just, Cyrus is a strong believer. Also, by quick pause. Tim, I'm imagining that you've probably bullshitted Donna about this.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, totally. She,
I imagine this conversation like me leading into Adana and then Darius kind of like leaning in and be like, whoa, and I was like, fuck.
Oh, I definitely snuck up on you, don't worry.
Yeah.
No, Adana like leans in and she's like, no, listen, he's not, Cyrus doesn't, probably knows better than to talk about it super loudly, but Darius is like me. He's a believer that part of being human is feeling emotion, which I know isn't a very popular thing
Cyrus.
nowadays. Yeah, Cyrus. Yeah.
Oh, quite to the contrary. I think that emotions are hugely valuable. I was devastated to learn that we were missing out on a third of the church.
You think so? You really think so?
Yes, one of the things that I've learned in my recent readings is that whether you're in the Vale or on the planet, you need your emotions. It's one of the fundamental tenets of us being human.
So why don't we all have a little bit of joy and do something fun?
I was just thinking that.
Okay,
Dorian
well, what do we mean by
walks up to the group at this point? Like, I'm going to murder him.
I've got lots of plates in my pockets. What are we talking about?
What? Wait, what are those plates made out of?
Art.
Can I see one of those?
Yeah, sure. I got plenty. Here you go.
Is it made out of the zebra wood?
Yeah.
You put that back when you're done with it.
Yeah, put it
look
back in my pocket.
I hand it to Dorian and I'm like, is this the material you were looking for?
Yes.
Keith, I'd like to make a move.
What's your move?
So I have a move called Reconfigure. It allows me to remake the digital world or swap out components or exchange things at will in the Veil. And basically do magic, like I can change the world in some way. I roll plus Cyberbrain. On a 10 plus, I get all 3 of these things, and on a 7 to 9, I do it but choose one. On a fail, nothing happens.
Okay.
I cannot suffer feedback. The change is unnoticed, or my subconscious stays repressed.
I love it.
think I'm I'm kind of annoyed that like all of this material was stolen from my friend and put to this like really wealthy person's home, and like you're just like, yeah, that's wrong. It's bad. It's mah.
On a side note, Cyberbrain is the new Power of Heart. That cannot be a real move. That cannot be the name.
Heart, don't need it.
You're right. You're right. This is definitely fake, John.
Rolling Cyberbrain. We get it. You're in a sci-fi campaign.
That's what it's called.
No, I
what it
know.
says
I'm
in the
just
book.
giving you. I'm giving you a hard time, love. I know. I know.
So I rolled a 9, which means I only get to do one.
Which do you choose?
I choose that I do not suffer feedback. What I'm going to do is actually kind of flashy. I'm going to swap out all of the zebra wood with hard light, a hard yellow light, and collect all of the zebra wood in our hideout in stacks that are easy to reconfigure.
Okay. What is your subconscious?
So I forgot to tell you when we entered the Veil what my subconscious was when we entered, but the first one is a jilted lover. His name is Chris. He knows more about me than most, and just I'm mad. I'm sad that he got away. It was very depressing. It was all kind of upsetting. The one that got away kind of feel. And I think another one is the manifestation of my fear, which is that, like, my fear is the pointlessness of things. Like, there's no real value in doing anything for each other. There's no ends that can be done, ends that can be met that are worth anything. Like, we should just all roll over and do nothing.
Okay.
And my repressed fantasies, which I think are some of Martha's friends that I've seen wandering around the seedier parts of the real world.
I love that you're a depressed and depraved artist this season.
That makes sense for all artists that I've known in my life.
You're Stokowski real hard, and I'm into it.
Okay. I know the consequence from that. And the other consequence is that you are noticed. Is that correct?
That the change is noticed.
Yeah.
If I'm reading this correctly, it's not that, like, it kind of just happens. Like, it's hard to pin who does these things.
Then I think
But I might be the only architect there.
I think
Does it include the art.
it does.
Yeah, all of it.
It does.
All of it.
Everyone is aghast. They're like, "What? This is just hard light. This is just common trash." And Hyzark Carol is just like, what? Someone has done this, and I will find out who. Everyone, this is a travesty.
This
Excuse me,
is
Hyzark.
beautiful. This is visionary.
No,
Hyzark
no,
Carol
this is all
has given
common.
us an experiential art piece. Oh, Hyzark Carol, you are such a visionary. You see what she has done, everyone. She has taken the exquisite and turned it into the common and forced us to question wherein the difference lies.
Dorian,
Three
roll sway.
cheers for our hostess. 3 cheers.
Dorian, roll sway, please.
As she does, I think Cyrus jumps up on a table or whatever, and he says,
Yeah.
Is this
All
sway
desired-
or divert?
"All desire has been taken back by the Ephesus path. What you need is not here. What you need is within. And you are welcome for your lesson."
Okay, you're right. Martha, Dorian is divert. Cyrus is sway.
Martha's just stuffing shrimp into her pockets. Like,
Okay, so I don't know if
Distractions
there's
now.
a move or an action or what. I don't know. But I will say this, Adana has spiked and scared. Now Cyrus is trying to sit here and like Persona
Preach.
5
Yeah.
Phantom Thief blame her religious sect. So I don't know if there's a thing you want to do with that, but that's where Adana is mentally, Keith. I'm just gonna give that to you.
Adana, Liv, if you want to do something with that, I will wholeheartedly support
I don't
this.
know. I'll look at a move. I don't know what to do.
I mean, is she scared enough to just like jet at this point?
I like
To just draw the
Probably.
chalk outline door back to Darius's
yeah, no,
hideout?
she's like sitting there slack-jawed. Oh, I'm trying to remember. Oh. Awesome. Literally the rest of the playbook won't open. Okay, there we go. Cool.
Let's as you look at that,
yeah,
let's
everybody else does. Y'all
let's-
do what you gotta do. I'm
let's
like,
do who's rolled? Dorian, Cyrus? Yeah, Dorian,
Well, I got
please.
a 9.
Guess who's back?
9 with a
Dice
with a
Devil speaks
divert.
again.
When you engage with someone and attempt to distract, misdirect, or otherwise on a 9, pick 2. Your actions create an opportunity for you or someone else. You glean a flaw or weakness. They become confused or flustered. You are able to slip away. Which 2?
Confused and flustered and
Mm-hmm.
slip away.
Perfect. They're like, what a triumph, Hyzark. Yeah, yes. Oh. We've never thought of transforming materials before. Oh, yeah. And that kind of just like ripples throughout the crowd. Dorian, do you just like walk out? Are you clicking away?
I'm moving through the crowd, congratulating. I do a little like, "Hi, Zark. As always, so lovely."
Nice.
And then, waltz
Yeah,
out.
people line up behind you to give her congratulations, and you just get away. Oh, by the way, you are able to get a closer look at Drake. He looks very confused and very angry, but he does not spy you.
Yeah. Oh, while I pass Drake, if I may.
Please.
Oh, gosh, I almost didn't recognize you. Dirk, was it from school?
It's Drake Dorian. You know that.
So good to see you.
You've always looked down on me. Look where I am now. Look who's showing for a Hyzark.
Good job, Dirk. I love the light.
He is seething at this point. Cyrus, please try to sway this crowd who is in awe.
I rolled a 6.
Oh,
there we go.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
that's the Timothy, the Tim we know.
Yep.
Keith works hard, but the dice devil works harder.
oh, I know.
Always.
Woolly.
So you were talking about the resonant breath, right?
I was talking more. Yeah, I was trying to bring up the resonant breath and like. So don't forget what the feelings within you. That's part of being human as well, right? So, perhaps.
Someone like
physical.
someone interrupts you and says, why would we want to do that? We're better off as individuals. We don't need to connect to other people's feelings. And everyone like seems to have like voiced the same sentiment, at least like
As he says that, I think I say something to the extent of like, "Oh, you pricks in the Veil, you're all the fucking same," and it just like definitely turns into like an uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think that you definitely get a colder reception here than what you were feeling before, and I think that you get the feeling that maybe some of your pull has become a little bit weaker, or your prestige a little bit has been lost. Adana, what's up? You're feeling overwhelmed with this fear.
Yeah, I was like looking through the moves. I don't fucking know. All I know is, and then especially like that whole situation with Cyrus. Donna just wants to go ape shit. I saw the meme that Alex posted. Donna just wants to go ape shit, but she's just sitting there just like in shock. Like the effervescent path, or the not the effervescent path, the resonant breath just got blamed for stealing a bunch of art that was stolen from Dorian. This was not where she thought she'd be today.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's gonna fucking lose it in a second, I think. But I don't particularly have a move. I don't think she's gonna run though. I think she's like literally
Okay.
just sitting there, just like shocked.
Okay. That's fair. That makes sense. Is anyone else doing a move here?
Do I
Or
need to
should
move to
we-
steal shrimp?
No, you can just do that.
Yes.
Everyone's congratulating. Everyone is diverted and congratulating the Hyzarch anyway.
Hell yeah.
So as the camera drifts by Adana's shocked face and her trembling fist and her breath that has definitely
Literally
lost. Yeah, she has lost sync with the 1, 2, 3 that her other self has tried to help her with. We passed by Martha, who is just shoveling the shrimp into her endless like carpet bag, and no one notices any of this. Cyrus is getting these cold stares, and I think that eventually you walk out, and as a few steps away, you kind of hear like a clap, a cheer as you leave. And Darius, I think you take your plane home, or your convertible plane. And when you get back to your created space, you see that all of this lichenous zebra wood that you have taken has itself created a new form of your ex with 8 legs.
Not alive, right?
No. This is like a wooden
Just like
sculpture.
a sculpture.
This is a wooden
That's
sculpture.
so much worse.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna have to take that down before Dorian gets back, or she's gonna get.
Dorian, do you see this?
No, just give me a second. Give me a second. I'm gonna handle it. Don't worry.
Adana finally snaps out of it, draws the chart circle, walks in, and just like, I cannot.
Going through some stuff right now. We should-
Martha blips in with her button with shrimp in her mouth. She's like, I can get that for real if you want. Also, here you go, Dorian. I like hand Dorian like a pile of like 20 like wood plates.
Just because I love this bit so much, Cyrus walks in. He's like, can't believe him. Oh well, I see the appeal now. Yeah.
I think
Go on in.
expect
I can introduce you.
as soon as Cyrus walks in, a trap door appears under the wood, and it just like dashes into the floor.
I thought we wanted that.
And bring that
Don't worry,
back, right?
I couldn't have more people looking at it.
It had a very handsome face.
That's
I
not
was
the part
right.
I was looking
More than
at.
7.
Parts.
Oh. Oh.
Chris is
I miss his face, but you know.
What was that, Kelty?
Chris is my favorite of his exes.
Oh.
But I wouldn't say that this is a true to life rendering.
And with
Can
that,
you just-
we fade out.
Oh my god.
Thank you for
Yes.
joining us
Oh,
on our
fun.
first
Yes. 13
episode
legs.
What
of
a great first
Welcome
episode.
to Cantor.
Yeah. You know, it's just so funny because with like the first season, it was very much like, okay, we are here, task force, we have a job, and here we're just like
A bunch of
It's
randos.
Y'all
it's
want to
just
know?
the energy of walking into the flaming room with the pizzas. Like it's just
Y'all want to know the craziest shit is like my parents were like, "Oh, maybe we'll tune in," and we're like, "Yeah, totally do it. It's the first episode. You don't have to know anything." Thankfully, they're asleep right above me instead. So
my mom tuned in as well. And I know she did because she texted me, she was like, "You look so pretty," and
Welcome, William's mom.
You still look so pretty.
oh, shout out to Madam Liv's mom.
You know, 8 legs are going to be a thing now, right? That's just going to be a thing in our world.
I mean,
Oh,
we have
shit.
to run into
We have
Gunrad.
to.
I have to.
Yeah,
I
we
have
do.
to.
We have to
I
run
owe
into
Gunrad.
Yeah.
oh my god, it's
It's
so
in Gunrad.
bad.
Our first NPCs.
True.
Oh my god.
Precious doesn't count. She doesn't matter anymore. She's done.
Precious doesn't go.
You probably
Congrats
have enough
to.
now.
Well, if you want to take that sculpture fire, congratulations to Spooktastic Raccoon. You have won a copy of one of the Veil books. Yeah. As you can see, you can do anything with this system, apparently. Oh, shit.
That is not to say you should do anything.
True. I actually put on a commercial right now. Oops, sorry.
Whoops.
I was trying to press the raid button. It was like right above it.
Oh my God,
I'm trying
I'm
to shut you
looking
all
at
the
a
fuck up.
I have this
Really?
screen pulled up, and I'm looking at a commercial for a bacon cheeseburger from Carl's Jr. I think Hardee's. It's Hardee's.
Really quick before we raid, can I plug a charity stream that I'm doing this week?
Yes.
Yes, Queen.
Who are we
Wait for
rating,
the
by
commercial
the
to end. Hang on.
Yeah.
Like
Our subs
It's-
are still here though.
it's ad one of 3, so you might want to wait like a minute.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10,
So,
Yes.
Dorian, what are
Yes,
you going to
counting
make with this
please.
wood?
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Can you
It
just
still has
take
one
the
more ad on
sculpture
my
apart,
screen.
please? I don't wanna
Sorry
be
for
there.
the accidental ad.
Yeah, sorry
Oh,
about
never
that.
mind.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
will
yeah.
definitely take a chainsaw to your ex. You don't have to ask me twice.
Thank you.
The sculpture of his ex, not his actual ex.
Keep that in mind, Alex. Just remember this.
Oh goodness.
Oh, that's
Thanks.
dark,
Um,
but not off-brand.
I don't know.
But not off
Martha
brand.
are, like,
Wow.
No, so it's gonna be tough.
We're all on brand here. But yeah, I guess I'll just do this now. Before we all head out for the night, so I, Liv the player, will be doing a charity stream on Friday with Friends Who Roll Dice.
Nice.
It's going.
We love friends who roll
yes.
dice.
We
do.
love Friends Who Roll Dice. They're the homies. Drac, who was hanging out in chat today, is also going to be in the game. And yeah. And we're going to be doing a charity stream to support or to raise money to support the Philippines. They've been hit by a series of like really, really bad typhoons. So we want to help out with the relief efforts. And very on brand, we are going to be playing Legends. I think that's what it's called. We're going to be playtesting something. So it is a superhero RPG. I'm very excited.
Nice.
Yeah, so come hang out. We're gonna be doing 2 shots. So yeah, you know your girl loves a good charity stream.
That's gonna be so fun. Friends who
Wait,
roll
when
dice
is that
are really
again?
cool.
It's gonna be Friday, and then so 5th, and then the 12th.
What time?
What time?
I don't know.
You'll tweet about it. You'll
Listen,
tweet about it.
I'll tweet about it, especially because like I'm on the East Coast.
What's your Twitter
and
handle? What's your Twitter handle?
You can find me on Twitter at live in a day. Live in a day. Live in a day. It's a really bad pun. And you can find out more information on the Friends Who Roll Dice Twitter page as well. I'm just on the East Coast now, so timing is super difficult. I shouldn't complain. Drac is in the UK. So
Ooh.
Time is weird.
yeah.
Yeah.
Time's so fucking weird, but it's gonna be a good time.
True.
Come and count his anime references because he already has them.
Can I make a guess at this point?
Yeah, go ahead.
How many?
Yeah, what's your over under? Yeah.
I
yeah.
think so. This is Price is Right rules, right?
Yeah,
I'm gonna say 10.
I'll say 15.
Oh,
that's fair.
Wow.
12.
I think this time around. Oh, 4th and the 11th. My bad. 4th and the 11th, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Look at our king in the chat. I think this time we're going quality over quantity. He's going very hard in one direction. Yeah. So think of the show. Try to guess it. I will be playing the mom friend. That's the
Okay.
only hint you get.
What else is new?
Okay.
Do I use? Okay, fine. But I think I'm like,
Damn!
you know, Sophie was a mean mom.
Wait, let's
Still
debate
mom.
this. Let's debate this in the post show. Thank you for watching Under the Table. We will be back next week with our second episode of The Veil. Probably more Wile E. Coyote references, but who knows?
I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
Bye.
Or more like.
Bye.
Ooh, we're rating cute times. That's awesome.
We are. Yeah,
Love to
they've
see
been
Great.
they've been rating us
They
quite
have
a
a new
while.
show going too.
I think it's
Y'all
sci-fi as well.
have fun.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
It's not Star Trek anymore. It's something different.
Oh, is it?
Mhm.
It looked like some sort of like what's it called?
No, yeah, no.
Mars, something of Mars.
No, I think it's still sci-fi. I think it's still Star Trek. I think it's Klingon.
Yeah,